99% of video editors will never escape the rat race. They'll keep grinding away at low-paying, soul-sucking projects for clients who don't respect their work. Meanwhile, the top 1% work on their own terms. They set their own rates and work with dream clients. And the harsh truth is, it's not just about being good at video editing. Plenty of highly skilled editors stay stuck because they never learn how to differentiate themselves. So, no matter where you're at in your journey, beginner or full-time editor, this video will show you exactly how to break out of the cycle and become the kind of video editor that people can't ignore. The majority of video editors unknowingly trap themselves in something that I call the freelancer's cage. The freelancer's cage isn't just a metaphor, it's where the dreams of video editors go to die. You're stuck. Stuck working with the same lowball clients, stuck doing edits that don't excite you, stuck watching other editors succeed while you blend in with the 99% of video editors who never break out. The worst part? Most editors don't even realize they're in the cage until years have passed. 5 years ago, I thought I made it. I got my first retainer client, which meant steady income, enough to quit my part-time job. But I was completely wrong. I was juggling school and editing, but every spare minute was spent grinding on client work. No time to improve, no time to find better clients, no way out. I was stuck in the freelancer's cage, and I didn't even realize it. But in the past few years, I've developed the skills and experience to grow my YouTube channel, amassing millions of views and over 17,000 amazing subscribers. Love you all. I've also scaled my editing agency to 5-figure months, and helped my clients reach millions of viewers. So a lot has changed in a short amount of time. And the biggest difference between being in the freelancer's cage and where I am now? Well, it all comes down to one thing: growth potential. To help you understand this, I created this formula. The G of this formula equals your growth potential, which is basically your ability to escape the cage. I is your income from current work, whether this be clients or your own personal brand or whatever else is making you money. T is your time spent working. L are your living expenses, and C is your career capital, which is a combination of skills, knowledge, and network. To put it simply, you either have room to grow or you don't, and that's what this formula measures. For example, if your income is low and your time is maxed out, then you're stuck. If your living expenses are high and your skills aren't improving, you're stuck. But if you flip the formula, if you increase your rates, lower your expenses, and invest in rare skills, you create escape velocity. So now that we understand the key factors holding you back from growing as a video editor, let me explain how you can work on each of these areas to grow as much as possible and become a top 1% video editor. Step 1. Increasing your income without sacrificing time. Sounds great, right? Most editors try to fix this by just working longer hours. But from personal experience, I can tell you that all that does is completely burn you out. So instead, the top 1% increase their rates and work with better clients. Now, I know this sounds amazing, but you're thinking it's just not possible. And you're right, you can't just increase your rates and choose better clients unless you change something. So here's how. Niche down. If you're just a video editor, you're replaceable. But if you're the go-to editor for YouTube fitness videos, for example, or big Minecraft YouTubers, or high-retention storytelling like Ryan Trahan or Mr. Beast, then you're much more valuable. And if you can prove that you can get results for big channels in a specific niche, then you automatically gain the ability to work with others of the same caliber. So here's how you can niche down. Step 1. Pick a high-value niche. This could be working on documentary-style videos, or working with entrepreneurs who have a high-ticket offer, or even working with a large company to produce their content. Whatever you choose, just make sure that these people can pay you for the value you're providing. Step 2. Position yourself as the expert. So this looks like building a portfolio that showcases your work in this specific niche. So for example, if you're in the education niche, then show off the work that you've done for educational content creators. Don't throw in your car edits for some random person that you did 5 years ago. You have to think from the position of a potential client, and they want someone who's going to get them results in their niche. Step 3 is prove your value. Show off the results that you've gotten for certain clients. For example, if you brought a client from 5K subscribers to 100K subscribers, make sure that people know that. If possible, even get a testimonial from this person talking about how good your work was and how much of a pleasure it was to work with you. Because people buy from people. And raise your rates strategically. The best clients aren't on Fiverr paying $20 per edit. They want quality, reliability, and most importantly, they want someone who understands their audience and the vision they have to keep them engaged and watching their videos for as long as possible. Also, your past work isn't just the dollar amount that your client paid you. It acts as a digital resume that should sell your future work. This alone will help you increase the I value while keeping the T the same or even reducing it. So now that we've solved the first half of the equation, let's go on to the second half. Step 2. Managing living expenses. One of the biggest reasons video editors stay trapped in low-paying work is simple. They can't afford to say no. And trust me, I've been here. Their bills force them to take whatever gigs they can get, even if it means working for a nightmare client at terrible rates. The truth is, the less financial pressure you have, the more freedom you gain to focus on better clients, better skills, and better opportunities. So before you chase high-paying clients, ask yourself, can I lower my expenses to create breathing room? This might mean cutting unnecessary costs, goodbye Netflix, moving into cheaper living situations, or even freelancing part-time while taking another job. It's not glamorous, but it buys you what you need the most, which is time. You should also ask yourself, can I take on fewer, but higher paying clients? So instead of stacking 10 low-budget clients and going between all of them, aim for fewer clients who better respect your time. The goal isn't to live miserably. It's just to temporarily cut out anything that keeps you stuck grinding. So you have two options. Keep your expenses high, stay comfortable, and stay stuck, or cut back, buy back time, and create more freedom. That's it. That's the decision. Step 3. Leveling up your career capital. And honestly, this is the most important factor of the equation. Career capital equals your skills, knowledge, and your network. The top 1% of video editors aren't just better at editing, they have other rare valuable skills that set them apart. So here's how you can increase your C value. Develop unique skills. Can you do motion graphics, story-driven editing, AI post-production, communicate well with your clients, help them grow on social media? The more rare your skills are, the higher your value. If you don't have these skills, ask yourself if it's worth it to reinvest your money into skills that will allow you to charge more on every single project in the future. Because for example, if you don't know motion graphics now, but you learn After Effects in the next week, and then you add that to your skill set, then you can automatically charge more because now you know something that a lot of people don't. Because let's be real, if spending $50 on a course helps you land a $1,000 client, it's kind of a no-brainer. And that's exactly why I've been building a community for editors to level up. Not just in skills, but in actually making a living from this. It's called Editor Kickstart, and inside you'll find courses, resources, and weekly calls where we dive deep on everything from high-value editing to landing better clients. To start, I'm opening it up to a small group at 50% off, so if that sounds like something you would benefit from, then check out the link in the description below. Next, you can build connections. The easiest way to find premium clients is through your network, not job boards. For example, I started working with one of my highest paying clients through a referral from someone who I don't even work with anymore. So invest in relationships with high-level creators and brands that you believe in. Now, every top 1% editor has one thing in common. They didn't just get better at editing, they learned the game. They acquired rare skills like videography or motion graphics, and this allowed them to create their own content or help their clients with their content beyond just video editing. They studied content strategy to help themselves and their clients grow on the platforms where they're posting their content. And most importantly, they built strong relationships, which comes from good communication, being firm on your deadlines, setting good boundaries, but also being flexible in helping your clients, and always going above and beyond. And that's the difference between an editor who's going to make $1,000 a month and one who's going to make $10,000 a month. And I've given you a simple formula to do this, but in reality, it can be a lot more complicated than a simple mental model. You still have to put in the work to raise your income, lower unnecessary stress, and invest in high-value skills that will separate you from the 99% of video editors who won't take action. So ask yourself, will you stay stuck in the freelancer's cage, or are you ready to take control and become a top 1% editor? The choice is all yours. Please let me know if this video helped you out in the comments below, and if you want to see how I would learn video editing if I had to start over from zero, then you might want to check out this video right here.